Hi, this is Janet Wakeland with remarkablycreated.com. In today's One Take Wonder video, we're going to look at making this little favor box. This favor box is perfect for weddings coming up. It does go together quickly and easily with no adhesive. It's great for graduation parties, showers, both wedding and baby. Maybe you've got a special anniversary milestone that you're celebrating. It's also great if you have any kind of special luncheons or dinners where you're honoring people and you want to have a little treat at their place. And it's also great just for single gift giving. Lots of things will fit inside of that. You can put little mini pieces of chocolate, a small home baked good. You can put small pieces of jewelry. You can put money. It would also hold a car key if you're looking at really spoiling somebody, or a new house key or something. Who knows? Lots of fun little things that you can slip down inside of here, and I'm sure that you will find lots of things to put in here. So let's go ahead and let's look at the supplies that we use to create this and then make this box together. If you would like to follow along, you might want to pause the video right now and go grab an 8" by 5" piece of cardstock and then come back and make the project with me. So the base is an 8" by 5" piece of cardstock. In addition, we're going to use several punches that are great staples to have in your craft collection. And if you're crafting just for what I call a season or a temporary event, maybe you're not a lifelong crafter or have any intention of ever getting into crafting, but you want to do some DIY things just, for example, like your wedding or something. An investment in these circle punches are going to still go a long way. There's lots of other projects and things that you'll be able to create for the event, not just the boxes, so that you will indeed get your money's worth from these, and then you can then just simply gift them forward to somebody in your family who has a special occasion coming up, or you'll have somebody in the family who does like to craft. But they're a great staple to have, again, whether you are a lifelong crafter or a seasonal crafter. So this is our 1 1/4" punch, circle punch. This is our 1 3/8 circle punch, and all of these layer nicely together, which is why they're great staples. We have our 1 3/4" scallop punch, and then we have our tag topper punch. And this is great because it already has a little hole in it, so it's one less handheld punch for you to have. In addition, I did use a handheld punch with a little opening there. This is an amazing tool if you're doing your DIY wedding invitations, special thank you cards and things like that. In addition to projects, this is Staminp Up's trimmer tool. I love that it's larger than 12 inches so that I can do big craft projects as well as small craft projects like this favor box. It does have both a cutting and a scoring blade right on the handle, so you're not constantly having to switch or change them around. And it's got lots of small markings on it so that you can go down, as far as 1/8 of an inch, 1/16 of an inch, all the way up to, of course, your big inch markers. And it does have an arm that swings out so that you can measure your 12 by 12 bigger pieces of paper. And then I used our circle monogram stamp. These are great stamps that are new to the Stampin' Up line of family. In addition, we also have traditional personalized stamps, but you can have them say anything. This one happens to say save the date. The one on our box says thank you for being a part of our special day. So there's lots of fun things that you can say on them to truly add a personal, unique touch to your special occasion. Some of them may be generic kinds of thank yous so that you'll say the same thing over and over again. Maybe you're in business and you want to create little favors for guests. Maybe you are in real estate and you want to put your house keys for your new homeowners in a cute little box like this to make your business stand out. Again, lots of reasons that we could put some information on these little circle stamps for you. So they're absolutely wonderful to work with. So let's get to making the project. So again, 8 by 5" is what you're going to be working with on your cardstock. And we're going to start with our trimmer. And we're going to end up eventually with a piece that looks like this. And I will be placing this picture of this piece on my blog, www.remarkablycreated.com. So we've got our trimmer. We've got the paper, the 8" long width, the 5 inches across. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to start at 4 inches because we want an inch mark. And I always go over it a few times, putting a little pressure on it to get a nice crease. And then a 1/2 inch mark. You're going to pull it out, flip it completely around, and you're going to do the same thing again. So you're going to do 4 inches, and then move it over, and we'll get our little 1/2 inch. So what you have across the board, and let me just lightly bend this so that you can see it. We'll just kind of we'll score it real good. We'll crease it real good with our bone folder here in a little bit. But you have a 1 inch, 1/2 inch, 2 inch, 1/2 inch, 1 inch. And that's the size here. The 2 inch is really what we needed so that we could put it in the tag topper punch. Then on the long end, what we're going to do is we're going to put this in at 2.5 inches. And then we'll go to 2 inches. And then we're going to flip it completely around, and we're going to do the same thing again. 2.5 inches, and then 2 inches. And then we can put this out of sight. And again, we're just going to crease this up. And this time, it helps to use a bone folder to get a nice crease on your box. It goes together a lot easier if you do that. Also, I think it makes it easier to cut, which is what we're going to do in a minute. Cut some of the elements out so that you can see them and you don't cut the wrong one. Especially if you're using a neutral piece of cardstock like this crumb cake cardstock. Crumb cake's my favorite. I think I would just have to sit down and have a good cry if Staminp Up ever discontinued this. It's such a staple and a go-to, and it's such a loving neutral. So I know I should have had one already done a la cooking show style. Sorry about that. But maybe you are following along and doing it yourself, and that way I'm not getting too far ahead of you. So we've got all of our crease marks. And now what we want to do is we want to take a pair of scissors, and we're going to go ahead and cut in. You've got 4 squares. Okay, we want to cut in to that square, and we're going to cut that out. So we've got like a little stair step, and then this little piece here we're going to cut so that you have a flap. We're going to do the same thing on all 4 sides. Just like that. And 4 sides, Janet. Don't stop now. If you've watched any of my videos before, you will have figured out by now that I talk to myself. I work from home, and my kids are now grown. I have an empty nest. I do have 2 dogs, but it's just me here working from home in my craft room, so I have to talk to myself. Besides, I give myself really great advice. Okay, so we've got our little pieces here. We'll put our trash off to the side, and now we're going to take our tag topper punch, and this slides right in now, just like that. Oh, sorry. Our punches lock so that they stay flat, so they're not taking up a lot of space in your drawer. We'll open it up, give it a good punch, flip it around, and we'll do that on the other side. And now, for your box to go together, all you have to do is fold your 2 tabs in, pull this over, and again, you don't even need adhesive, because we're going to use these 2 tabs. What I did with mine is I took and I slid 1 tab up into the hole of the other one. And then you'll see in a second how I add ribbon to hold it together. And actually, let's do that first. I have a piece of baker's twine, and I'm going to take it right into the opening and right up through. And I like doing it this way as opposed to a lot of tape and adhesive. That way they can open it, see what's in it, take what's out, and then reclose it very easily. So I've got it in half, and now I'm going to take and open that up and pull my ribbon through like so and work it around. There you go. So you've got that little loop and your ribbon through it, and then you're just going to be able to take and tie a bow, which is always hard to do when everybody is watching you. I don't know what it is about doing bows on camera and bow in public, but well, we'll just pretend like it's got a nice bow. But you have your little bow on it, just like this one right here. And then to finish this off, we use just a little bit of adhesive. I have our pretty Bermuda Bay. I'm just pretending like that's somebody's wedding colors. And we have a piece of our gold foil paper. I think that metallics make any occasion a special occasion, and any gift that much more special. Little glitter, little metallic. And we've got our monogram stamp. And then I'm going to take 2 dimensionals, and I'm going to put one on each side. That way they straddle that piece of ribbon, piece of baker's twine, and we'll put that on. And we'll take our tops off. And now they're sticky and raised. And I'm going to put it on just so it lightly goes over top of that. And then you've got your cute little, turn it around, Jen, little box favor. That's simple and that easy. So again, pictures for this will be on my website. If you want to practice again, you're going to want an 8 by 5 inch piece of paper. And I look forward to sharing more ideas and seeing you over on my blog, remarkablycreated.com. Have fun making your favors.